Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philip. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Bruce Hall. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
There's a nice play by Hall, who's hitting his stride and more, and looking like a franchise back when a torn ACL ended his rookie year at 7 games. We all saw the electricity. We felt it before he went down, though. The expectations very high for the future star here in year 2.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Jets at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, 88. 630.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And for Aaron Rodgers, he's got a lot of footballs on his mantle from all his accolades, but maybe that's another one he wants to keep. He just went over 60,000 career passing yards, and we already know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's accomplished so much. The work is done, but he just continues to put in more work and pass more milestones. Congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 10. Jump out!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Tucker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The give now to Abanikanda. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point. That's 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Abanikanda once again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st down, Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down now, it's Tucker, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Slot man moves right. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to
Both these teams,
Orlando
no
for
doubt, making
Jonathan
their final
Coachman
halftime
and REA
adjustments
Sports
as we
Halftime
speak.
Report.
And for the
Coach.
call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Cochran's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
Here's Abanikanda. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
857-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
The tackle by Jordan Davis.
Hey, 26.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Jets, 16.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it with Abanikanda. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 14. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground?
That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That one goes for 8 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now what we have here, a third and goal.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Third down, here's Abanikanda. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Inside. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shot. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Jets 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. On first down, Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's first down. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Uncorks one for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. 212 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, their good start.